Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna and I'm part of the creative crew for Kat Scrappiness, and today I'm going to be reintroducing the Quokka Love set. I've got the Quokka Love 6x6 premium cardstock here, and I'm just kind of flipping through and showing you some of the patterns that come with it. And it is double-sided paper, and I've got the stamp set and the coordinating die that we're going to be working with, and I've got all the dies here, and we're going to be using that. And we're going to be making a couple cards. I am going to bring in quite a bit of other products from Kat Scrappiness and just talk about those as we go through. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in our stamp chamois from Kat Scrappiness and just wet it down and wipe off my Misty. I've got some ink on there. Really need to clean up my Misty, but that is Kat Scrappiness stamp chamois. And my little mat's losing its sticky, so I flipped it over so I could get the sticky on there. And I'm just going to lay down just a panel of white cardstock, and I'm going to get my Quokka Love, and I'm going to get it laid down there, and I'm going to get my sentiment and get it laid down on there. And we're going to pick it up, and I'm going to use some Versified Clair Nocturne ink, and we're going to use some clear embossing powder, and we will emboss our Quokka and our sentiment, and then we will be able to color it. So I'm going to ink it up twice and give it a good press, and then we'll bring in our embossing powder and we'll get it ready to go. So it's stamped beautifully, and I'm just going to take my stamp chamois and clean off my stamps and get all the ink off there so that I can get them put away. And then I'm going to bring in my clear embossing powder, and we'll get it laid down on our panel. And I like to sprinkle my powder on twice so that I get a good coverage. Usually ink twice and put the embossing powder on twice. And then I'll just bring in my heat tool and we will get to embossing this design. Now, today's video is part of a hop. I am reintroducing the Quokka Love, and we have additional team members that are introducing Vintage Romance, Better Together, and Valentine Quokkas. So you're going to want to follow the hop and check out each site so that you can look at all the products that are being shown today and see what is available. So I will link the hop information in the description box below so that you can check it out. And you'll want to feel free to check out each designer's page in the hop, as they'll be working with different products and providing different inspiration. If you click the play all in the hop list, you'll be able to see all of the videos in the hop. And the hop is a giveaway hop in which we'll be giving away a $15 gift certificate to Kat Scrappiness. So you have a chance to win, and so you'll want to fill out the link, and you can do it on each designer's site. They'll have the link, and you can fill it out for a chance to win the $15 gift certificate to Kat Scrappiness. And a lot of these products that I'm showing are on sale. So I'm going to color these up, and I'll speed it up a little bit because it takes a minute to color. But I'm just bringing in my tri-blend markers, and I'm just going to do some quick coloring on this, and then we'll come back in and talk about our card. Okay, so we've got all of our coloring done, and I'm going to bring in the coordinating dies and get them laid down on here. I'll bring in some washi tape and get them secure so they don't move on me while I die cut them out. Now, I love Kat Scrappiness dies. They are good and tight. You can line them up nice and easily, and they cut out really tight, and I really like that. So I'm just going to get my appropriate sentiment die on there. It took me a minute to find the right one because there are so many. I think there's like 26 different sentiments that are available on this particular die for you to check out. And I'm just going to get it taped up, and we'll run it through the die cutting machine, and then we'll come back and assemble our card. It was a super easy stamp to color, and using that embossing technique on there helps you to stay within the lines and to actually color better. Now the hearts on this Quokka actually die cut out separately, and then of course we have our sentiment separately, and so you can lay those wherever you want on your card. You can just position them however you like because they do cut out separately. I'm just going to bring in an A2 size panel and score it up, and we're going to bring in this red card base, and I use the Fall Frames die to do both panels. The red has a nice stitched edge on it, and then the frame has a nice interesting border, and it has the stitched edge on it as well. It's called the Fall Frames, and they're a two-piece die set from Kat Scrappiness. And we're just going to get them laid down here on our card base, and then we'll get our other panel, bring it in and get it laid down on there. And I'm just showing you the stitch detail on there. And we'll get this frame laid down on there. And the pattern paper is double-sided. You can see that both of them are great patterns. I really like that brown polka dot. So we'll get this laid down on there, and we're going to lay our Quokka down on there. And I tried to color his heart to match kind of the blue hearts that are on the pattern paper. And I did color the sentiment that color as well. And we'll just get him pressed down on there. We're going to lay this sentiment on there kind of wonky. And you have my heart. And I'm going to put our extra little hearts that die cut out separately. I just put a little bead of glue. I'm going to use my pick and stick tool from Kat Scrappiness and get these bits laid down on there. And then we're going to bring in some of the embellishments from Kat Scrappiness. And I'm going to use my my triangle tray from Kat Scrappiness and just pour my embellishments down in there. And I'm just going to pick out some of the hearts. These are little clay hearts, and I'm just going to pick out the red ones out of here, and I will get them laid down. Now, I will link all the materials in the description box below so that you can check them out and shop the links. I think there's a lot of things on sale right now that you can pick up, and it's a good time to get some new Valentine's stuff. So I'll just put all my embellishments back in there, and this pretty much finishes off this card. So I'm going to move on to the second card, and it's going to be a little bit different. I am going to use the Quokka Love paper for this, and I'm also going to use the stitched rectangle dies, stitched scallop rectangle dies, and I'm going to, for those two panels, I have already die cut those out and have layered them up. I've used two of them, and you can see it's got a beautiful scalloped edge on there, and it has a stitching. And I'm going to have a little bit of white peeking around this one. And then I'll bring in my Quokka Love pattern paper there, and I've got, another stitched scalloped detail there. And we'll get that laid down on there. And it looks really cute. I was trying to pick patterns that would match each. And so now I'm going to bring in our balloon shaker dies, and I'm going to bring in the I Love You Shadow Sentiment die. And these are all available and on sale. And I'm going to bring in some of the Valentines shaker hearts and use those for my shaker bits. And then I'll just add the back panel, which I've die cut out in pink, and we'll get our shakers assembled. And I like to use my bone folder from Kat Scrappiness to give these shakers a good press so that I make sure that they're good and adhered. And I'm going to add some, I needed a little bit more foam tape on the bottom of both of those, so I added some. And I'm going to get it pressed out, lined up, pressed down, and then use that bone folder again and press it down really well. And I've got 2 super cute shakers that I'm going to use on this Quokka Love pattern paper. And I'm going to use this I Love You shadow sentiment die, and I'm just going to use the word love and the shadow that goes with it, and not use the I and the U. But it does have all 3 words with the shadow and the layered on there, but I'm just choosing to use the love portion of it. And I'll get these balloon shakers laid down on here. And I'm going to trim off that balloon string that's hanging down there. And they look really cute. They're shaking, and I'm just giving them a little shake. And then I'm going to layer up my love shadow sentiment here. And I've got 2 of the loves I cut out in pink. And I'm going to get some glue, get them laid down together, and then I'll get them laid down on their shadow. So be sure and fill out the giveaway form in the description box below so that you'll have a chance to win that gift card. And if you would, click on the playlist that is linked in the description box below and follow along so that you can see what the other designers are working with and what other products we are reintroducing today. I didn't have all the products to work with all of them so that I could show them all on this video, but I did want to mention them and encourage you to check out the hop so that you can see all the different products that are we're reintroducing for Valentine's Day 2025. So I've got my Quokka and I've got my Quokka Love paper here, and I've created 2 really cute cards. I think they're fun. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.